there, Capricorn. Welcome back. We'll just dive in for you guys, Capricorn. Capricorns. Messages for the Capricorns watching, please, in Capricorn energy. Thank you, Capricorn. Could be a harvest, maybe something to do with something that you put into fruition before. Interesting. Could be a rebirth energy. Could be an ending that led to even a stronger beginning. Tell me about the Capricorns, please. Sorry, just give me a moment. Tell me about Capricorns. Capricorn energy, please. Make a jump, please. The Devil, which is your card. So you could be tapping into your own sense of stability, strength, or maybe you're overcoming kind of bad habits. Yeah, you're tapping into your own self-love at this time. You know, really staying in charge and in control of what you desire. Yeah, this could have been after a period of kind of burdens. There's an ending to that allowed you to come into a period of structure and authority. Maybe you cut off a lot of things that led to a clarity of strength, of courage, and to put an ending to things, basically. So that's awesome. Good job. You've made a decision in regards to something, or you are. Messages for Capricorn, please. Capricorn. This could have been about whether you're going to invest or be passionate or fight with somebody in your local area code, or somebody you met locally, or somebody in business, or something like that. Capricorn energy. Capricorn, like what to invest in, what makes you emotionally passionate in regards to business or commerce, or daily interaction, your commute, things like that could have changed. It looks like you're really holding strong to yourself. We have Coffin on the bottom of the deck. Looks like you're putting an end to things that were kind of blocking your way before. Yeah, it looks like you used your courage and persistence to overcome for Capricorn energy. Meditation and stillness, 11. There's a new gateway that opened up, literally a set of doors have opened up that you've never opened before, most likely. So let's see, Capricorn energy. Just for Capricorn. You do need to be careful of money. Make sure you're spending wisely at this time, not overspending. Be restrictive. Tap into your Capricorn nature. Looks like these were not in the right deck. Let's get you messages of advice for Capricorn, please. Good job, please, Capricorn. Capricorn energy. Your reading is so secretive. It is a hard time. I have a hard time tapping in. It's maybe like there's a guarded protection energy around you, Capricorn. Capricorns do think about deep matters, though, which would lead their energy to be a bit more like concise, controlled, straight to the point, Capricorn. I am here and I am safe. Like, it's a lot of like grounded energy with you guys. Let's get some of these. Capricorn energy, please. Capricorn. Someone might have been threatened by you, or you might be threatened by somebody. Capricorn energy. I mean, Capricorn, Saturn rules like fear, control. Somebody who might be very stubborn to initiate contact with you. This might be a business. This might be you, Capricorn energy. Somebody just like is kind of tight-lipped maybe. You need quiet time. This came out with deep, quiet meditation and stillness right underneath that. So you might need to just like tap into your own sense of security, stay in the present moment, enjoy nature around you, take a breath of fresh air, get grounded in physical reality, because that's what Saturn is all about. Capricorn energy, please. It's just for the Capricorns. Growth, 16. So there could be a lot changing in your life at this time, and that's why you need to stay grounded in your spirituality, in the things, so that you do feel grounded, that nothing feels like it's too chaotic or anything. And they opened to the oak page, so I don't know why that came out. Where is that? So maybe you're making long-term moves and long-term growth. So you do need to make sure you're operating from a grounded place so that every brick you lay does lead to long-lasting success. Expansion. Inside myself I've sown beauty with wounds which speak of my immortality in the expansive eternal song, swiftly bellowing in spirit. This could be about jobs. You could have ended a job, came into a new one that gave you more growth. In ancient times, Beltane would have been considered the start of summer, the season of action, abundance, and energy. The universe will present you with opportunities in such a period of growth, but you must be willing to meet opportunity with commitment and passion. Make those calls, start researching, and be ready to make your pitch when you're on the spot. Your dreams are out there for the taking, but you must be willing to do the work to see them grow. You have pulled growth to remind you that success lies outside your comfort zone. This card is challenging you to reach for things that are much bigger than you normally go for. Don't worry about the outcome, but instead focus on what you can do today to be one step closer to the goal. Just as farmers have to do heavy lifting during the spring, pulling weeds, fertilizing crops, and monitoring growth, you will also need to expend energy to reap your harvest later down the road. Wow, beautiful energy here. Yeah, big changes in career or jobs is kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Wow, okay. Capricorn energy. Very grounded. So this is... maybe it's the small things that add up over time. Like look at the big picture, like those tiny moves that you make day in, day out, the tiny moves that actually elevate your power, but it's like very tiny steps, just like the goat of the Capricorn. It's not like the goat is jumping up at the top of the tower on the first jump. He's taking tiny, careful, measured steps all the way up this really steep mountain until he reaches the top. So until he is the goat at the top of the mountain, and he's the goat, greatest of all time. So I really hope that helped you. Please don't use Capricorn. Capricorn messages. Just for Capricorn. Wow. Ivory wish-fulfilling crow. Wow. Okay, let's read this. I'm actually dying to know. Just kidding, I'm not dying. But I would say that during a Capricorn reading, Saturn rules, time. And, let's see. 39. So there could be new connections that are coming in as well. Okay. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, or doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take that which you are seeking seeks you. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. So a lot is changing around you, and that's why you need to stay grounded right now. Have that quiet time, spend time alone, spend time in nature, just reflecting, just getting grounded, taking care of yourself, little tasks. No matter what is happening around you, there's always a way through to fulfillment of your potential. Basunda is the mysterious Hindu sage who assumes the form of a crow and lives atop the magical wish-fulfilling tree, thriving whether there be feast or famine in the world. As a highly evolved supernatural being, he has outlived the ending of numerous world ages. No calamity or cataclysm can shake the powerful divine tree or the creatures who live within its shelter. The sacred tree is a place of sanctuary and protection where no harm can befall any of its inhabitants. The wish-fulfilling tree is a spiritual symbol for the soul, the heart, and the divine bodhisattvas, or enlightened sages who guide and protect humanity. It represents a high level of consciousness which is abundant and in harmony with the universe and therefore blissful, free, and generous. The oracle reminds you that as you align with spirit, you are aligning with a powerful field of grace, and which has protective and strengthening qualities. And it's also karma, like with Saturn. If you do good, you get good karma back, and that's why the devil exists, to teach you this. And that's why, because you create your own hell, right? Let's see. The price for such sacred empowerment is the surrender of one's ego. There's a lifelong journey for most of us. Rather than a one-time event, we recondition our mind in the ways of spirit over and over again. We disentangle our hearts from societal conditioning based in fear, dominance, greed, or victimization, getting one's personal desires met at any cost. We recognize there is a profound difference between taking and receiving. We trust what is destined for us. Stories abound in the Hindu tradition of various wish-fulfilling manifestations, from goddess to trees to cows to gems. When someone sought to possess the wish-fulfilling treasure for their own personal use, they would always be thwarted by the higher spiritual intelligence of love, which can't be controlled or manipulated, but remains as is, pure and generously giving to all that is needed to the receptive heart. Ivory is an organic material, like bone, which makes up the tusks and teeth of numerous animals on the land and sea. Tusks are used to brush away vegetation and obstacles to help the animal move through its environment. Therefore, one metaphysical correspondence of ivory is the ability to move through an inhospitable environment successfully. The message of ivory wish-fulfilling crow is that one does not need to dominate or manipulate others to attain success. It is enough to align with spirit and trust that your sacred inner work is sufficient to attract whatever is needed to manifest manifest your higher purpose. You can attain what you seek by becoming and radiating rather than through contriving or manipulating. Basunda teaches us that when cosmic fire of transformation becomes too intense, so you're just investing in yourself basically. We can focus upon the sacred waters. When the winds of change blow ferociously, we focus upon the mountain. When the waters become such that we fear becoming submerged, it is best to focus upon the movement of the air. He's describing the way of responsiveness and balance. We recognize what is happening and adjust our sails to suit the winds rather than trying to change the ways of nature. This oracle guides you to trust that you will reach your destination even when there are forces beyond your control. You don't need to be more powerful than the oppressive forces to overcome them. In connection with your heart temple of spirit, you will be empowered to proceed on your path with abundance, wisdom, and joy. So this is kind of reminding me of a movie I recently heard about. I think it was like something to do with dog, and it had like Benedict Cumberbatch in it, and it's like a Western or something, and it's basically about how like there was this character, I think his name was Peter, was like very like meek, and he was kind of like made fun of because back it was about toxic masculinity, but he ended up being much more wise and learned and focusing on the future, and that was the entire point of the film. That he was like constantly kind of, even though he was sensitive and taking time alone, it actually led him to greater knowledge. So I hope that helped you. If you like this reading, please hit like, comment, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link.